22nd of February. It's going to be big. Make sure you tune in. I'm actually going to come out to Saudi and watch the fight between Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois.
Yeah, I'm still hungry for more success and more victories, more belts. So I still feel like the underdog, and in my mind, I'm going out there to, still same mentality and still the same old dog and make it a dog fight out.
Anthonyjoshua has made his final call on the upcoming clash between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. But he's not exactly sold on his former opponent's dedication leading up to the big fight.
There is important things, and this is the most important things for me. Joshua coming back to the kingdom in 25, inshallah.
Inshallah. I can't wait to be back in the kingdom to see everyone in Saudi Arabia.
Not only he want to change. No, he will come. Yeah.
Joshua and Parker last met in March 2018 for the WBO World Heavyweight Championship. Joshua dominated, winning by unanimous decision and adding the title to his WBA and IBF belts. Fast forward to last September, and Joshua took on Dubois in a high-stakes fight for a shot at a third heavyweight title. It was an intense showdown. Dubois came out swinging, knocking Joshua down in the first round. Despite Joshua's determination, he hit the canvas 3 more times before Dubois ended it with a 5th-round knockout, marking Joshua's 4th career loss. Having shared the ring with both fighters, Joshua's prediction holds weight. His pick for Parker suggests he might see flaws in Dubois' style after facing him firsthand.
You saw the win against AJ and how good Daniel looked. Did that surprise you?
It did surprise me, and it surprised everyone else because everyone thought that AJ was going to win the fight. There were only a few that were bidding with Daniel, but the way that he finished the fight was a sensational knockout.
Joseph Parker is pumped for his upcoming fight against Daniel Dubois, seeing it as a prime opportunity to reclaim a world title and prove himself as a top-tier heavyweight. After intense training, Parker believes his sharp thinking and boxing IQ will be the keys to victory. He acknowledges Dubois' power and resilience, recalling moments where Dubois showed grit in recent fights. But Parker is confident. His experience and calculated approach, he says, will eventually break Dubois down as the fight goes on.
I know that Daniel Dubois is high in confidence, and he should be with the performances he put on, but I've been working very, very hard quietly in New Zealand. I went to Ireland and trained, and now I'm here in Saudi Arabia, and I've been waiting for this opportunity, I've been waiting for this chance, and been waiting for a big fight. So this is my time now to go out there and show everyone what I've been doing while I've been waiting for a fight, and it's my chance to be 2-time world champion. So I'm taking it with both hands. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I know Daniel Dubois is going to come ready, but I am.
The New Zealander is also looking beyond his February 22nd bout. Parker sees this fight as a crucial step toward his ultimate dream, becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion. A victory over Dubois could set him up for a massive showdown with Alexander Usyk for all the belts. He's also eyeing redemption, hoping for rematches against Anthony, Joshua, and Dillian Whyte, who previously handed him defeats. While his focus is on the present challenge, Parker is already thinking about the big opportunities that could follow if he wins.
What is the next big Joseph Parker sketch? What is the next big movie that you've got planned for us? I wonder, you and Andy Lee and the guys there, it's strictly business, but is there anything in the locker? Have we got a social media post? Have we got anything that you can reveal to us, or is it all coming after the fight?
It's all going to come after the fight, but what would be nice? It'd be nice if people gave us suggestions on what we can do, and then that'll open up the ideas. Open up the ideas of what we should and what they want to see.
Parker's trainer, Andy Lee, has been instrumental in his fight preparations. Known for his sharp tactical mind, Lee has played a key role in Parker's recent success. Parker praises Lee's ability to break down opponents and design game plans that maximize his strengths. Their partnership has been a game changer in Parker's career, and he's eager to put their strategy to the test against Dubois.
Do you believe that fundamentally that you're a better boxer than him?
I do believe I'm a better boxer, but he has shown grit, he's shown toughness, he's shown he does the basics very well. But I do believe that my boxing IQ and toughness as well, and I got a good chin that shouldn't be tested, or hopefully not tested with Dubois. landing good shots, but it'll be tested come February 22 because with Zhang and Wilder, they're good fights, but Dubois throws way more punches. He comes forward, a lot more pressure, and he throws punches and bunches. So we're prepared for that version of what he's going to bring.
With the highly anticipated heavyweight showdown just around the corner, Fabio Wardley has weighed in on the matchup and its contenders. He praised Parker's skills and the confidence boost he's gained, especially with Andy Lee guiding him. Wardley also acknowledged Dubois' recent improvements, highlighting his growing self-belief and mental strength. Parker is no pushover, Wardley said. With the momentum he's got, the confidence, and Andy Lee's game plans, they're locked in. It's not the best matchup for Dubois, but we've definitely seen a shift in him. Despite recognizing Dubois' progress, Wardley leaned toward Parker as the likely winner, emphasizing the tactical approach and preparation that Parker's team brings. He admitted some favoritism, but backed Parker's experience and smart boxing style. The strategy Parker and Andy Lee will put together will be top-notch. So if I have to choose, I'd edge it to Parker. I want to see him pull through and get the win. Chris Algieri echoed similar thoughts, acknowledging Dubois' knockout power but favoring Parker's experience and strategy. Algieri predicted the fight would likely go the distance, with Parker controlling the pace and frustrating Dubois. He noted that if Dubois fails to land big shots early, Parker's adaptability will be the deciding factor, especially in the later rounds. For Algieri, Parker's ring intelligence gives him the edge over Dubois.
Really tough fight for Dubois. Not an easy route for anyone in the heavyweight division, this new version of Joseph Parker. The guy's got a very good chin. He's got a great gas tank, good motor. He knows how to fight punchers. He's coming off of two humongous punchers in Wilder and Zhang. Granted, Wilder didn't fight the fight, doesn't look himself, but Zhang sure did. Zhang dropped him twice. Parker got up and outboxed him. He's a very, very capable guy in there, even a heavyweight. He's a big guy, too. People forget. Yes, he's a technician. Yes, he's kind of crafty and will outmaneuver you, but he's big enough, durable enough to deal with these super heavyweight guys and a big punch like Dubois. Very, very tough fight. Good matchup. We're seeing a guy who actually deserves the shot getting the shot. I like it.
Chris Lovejoy also believes Parker's superior boxing skills will lead him to victory. While he respects Dubois' punching power and toughness, Lovejoy feels the British fighter lacks the technical finesse to handle someone as skilled as Parker. He expects Parker to outmaneuver Dubois, avoiding early power shots and taking control of the fight with his sharp boxing ability. In Lovejoy's view, Parker's technical skills will be the difference maker, securing him the win.
I got Parker. Daniel Dubois, he just can't really get right. He has no real skill. Pretty durable chin. Art is kind of questionable. But I don't think skill-wise he could mess with Parker. I think Parker would be too much for him. I think Parker would be too much for him early in the fight.
On the flip side, Simon Jordan has a much more optimistic view of Dubois' chances. He predicts that Dubois' sheer power and aggressive style will be too much for Parker to handle, leading to a stoppage victory. While he acknowledges Parker's recent strong performances, Jordan believes Dubois' physicality and knockout ability will be the deciding factors. In his eyes, Dubois is the clear favorite, with his relentless approach giving him the upper hand over.
He is. He's a top-class operator in all aspects, both in the ring and outside of the ring. And so you find yourself in a situation when you listen to Joseph Parker that there's not a lot of trash talking that goes on. He can have a go. And, he did the other day in the face-off when he had a little bit back and forward with Daniel Dubois with Adi Oladipo on his own. But most of the time you get sensible conversation about him. He's very respectful. He's also a very good fighter. I just think that Daniel Dubois is going to be a step too far for him. I don't think it's a formality, but I do think that Daniel will win, and I do think that he'll stop.
Nick Campbell sees this as a battle between two fighters at their absolute best, both showcasing their strengths in recent bouts. He believes the outcome will come down to who can execute their strategy more effectively. While Campbell acknowledges Parker's experience against top-level opponents, He also sees Dubois' raw power as a real threat. The contrast between Parker's technical ability and Dubois' brute strength makes this an exciting showdown, with the winner being whoever can impose their style first.
I think if you need to be honest about it, listen, Joe's a really good friend of mine, but if I want to be impartial and I want to pass comment on things and I want to, I need to be honest about it. It is a 50-50 fight. I think you look at both guys' momentum, like you just said, Dubois has been unbelievable in his last 3 fights, 3 big wins. You look at Joe, his last 2 fights, especially Wilder and Zhang, 2 unbelievable wins, 2 great performances. I think if you look at both fighters, they're both pretty opposing characters, pretty polar opposite really in their personality, the way they go about things, their journey so far.
Meanwhile, Peter Fury finds this matchup tough to call, admitting that the fight's unpredictability is what makes it so exciting. He believes both fighters bring something special to the table, adding to the anticipation. Fury is confident that fans are in for an action-packed contest that will live up to.
I think it's a great fight. I think it's one of them, which one do you want to pick? But these are the type of fights we all want to see, so I think it's a good fight. Definitely going to be watching it, and I think it's going to be exciting.
Hone points to Parker's superior speed and footwork as key advantages. He believes Parker's ability to stay elusive and avoid Dubois' power shots will be crucial in executing a winning game plan. Hone expects Parker to use his technical skill and movement to outmaneuver Dubois and...
I think Joseph Parker has what it takes to beat Dubois. He's got the speed, footwork. Just as long as he doesn't, stay in there and get caught up in Dubois' fight, I think he's got what it takes to, get those titles.
Dave Allen, who initially leaned toward Parker, still stands by his belief in the former world champion's superior boxing IQ. While he respects Dubois' knockout ability, Allen insists that power alone won't be enough to beat someone as tactically sharp as Parker. He believes Parker's ability to control the pace will be critical, especially in the later rounds when Dubois may start to fade. Allen is confident that Parker's adaptability and boxing skills will lead him to victory.
I used to be known as one of the hardest men in British boxing. I pull out in the corner against Fraser Clark. I'm a quitter, I'm this and that. You go from one of the hardest men in British boxing to a quitter overnight. But I used to look at Dubois and go, he's got a bit of quitting in him. He's a bit chinny out, do you know what I mean? He's not anymore, is he? He's walked through Hergovich, walked through Miller, walked through...
Carl Froch shares a similar view, recognizing Dubois' punching power, but favoring Parker's versatility and movement. Froch emphasizes that Parker's ability to avoid Dubois' big shots and stick to his game plan will be key. If Parker can establish control early and frustrate Dubois, Froch believes his adaptability will allow him to neutralize Dubois' strengths and come out on top.
You know what, I talked about it earlier in this month. I think a Joseph Parker fight is bigger than Parker, naturally bigger. He punches hard on him, but Parker's on a couple of decent wins. Yeah, beat Zhang, beat Deontay Wilder. They're good wins in good form. Do you know what I mean? He's looking like he's really getting his second win in his career. So if Dubois can beat Joseph Parker after the wipeout job against AJ, he really has established himself as a bona fide world champion.
Yeah.
So, and it's a fight that will be good because you never know, because Parker's got all that, he's got bags of experience.
Yeah.
And he's boxing and moving well. He's super fit for 12 rounds, and he can punch a little bit as well, and he's tough.
Yeah.
So I think that's a tough fight for both guys.
Paulie Malignaggi raises concerns about Dubois' ability to deal with Parker's movement and technical skill. He notes that while Dubois has done well against aggressive opponents, Parker's strong defense could pose serious problems. Malignaggi suggests that if Dubois can't adjust, he'll struggle to land his knockout shots, giving Parker the chance to frustrate him and take control of the fight.
Gee, that's a good question. It's probably, you're looking at a multi-layered fighter when it comes to Parker. I think you're going to have to, Dubois is going to have to show us something that we may not have seen in him. We know he's got this reputation as an explosive, bulky type of fighter who can create highlight reel knockouts. But I think he's going to have to show some of the IQ, if there is any, there. And that's going to expose whether there is any or not. And if he's able to beat Parker because he's going to have to show this IQ in this fight, then we're going to be able to check off another one of the boxes in terms of how we rate Dubois and say, okay, he's even higher and even better level than we've given him credit so far. You know, it's another one of those check marks that you can say, okay, he's got this too. You know what I'm saying? Right now, as far as a high IQ fighter he faced, it was
While he respects Parker's skills, Amir Khan shares Simon Jordan's confidence in Dubois. He points to Dubois' dominant performances, like his knockout of Filip Hrgović, as proof that Dubois is evolving in both skill and confidence. Khan believes Dubois' power and newfound self-belief will be enough to overcome Parker, even with the New Zealander's impressive talent.
I like Dubois, man. Dubois the beast. Honestly, I said that from when he fought against Hrgović. I said that, yo, who is this kid? But I go, this kid's good. And I remember watching that live. And I like the way he fought and how he puts his punches together and how strong he is. And the way he took those fights apart. Obviously, he's coming off a great win against Anthonyjoshua. He's going to have more confidence. So, yeah, I think I got Dubois good.
Joe Joyce, having faced both Dubois and Parker, sees the early rounds as crucial in deciding the winner. He suggests that whoever lands the first major punch and takes control will gain a key tactical edge. Joyce believes Parker's ability to dictate the pace and avoid getting drawn into Dubois' aggressive game will be essential for his success.
I'm excited to see it. Like, obviously Dubois hits hard. He's come from like more, I don't know, he stepped up. But then also Parker as well. Like they've both come along and they've both like been in big fights. So yeah, I'm really excited to see who gets the.
Tony Bellew offers a fair assessment, recognizing both fighters' strengths. While he acknowledges Dubois' knockout power, Bellew believes Parker's underrated punching ability and versatility will be major factors. He even suggests that Parker might hit harder than Alexander Usyk, adding another layer of intrigue to this matchup.
Daniel Dubois aside is the most informed heavyweight in the world.
Yeah, both of them in great form, to be fair, yeah.
If anything, I think actually Joseph Parker is in better form than Daniel Dubois because that spree of fights of Deontay Wilder, Zhilei Zhang.
Yeah, great.
Let's just look at it for what it is.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous because Zhilei Zhang was undefeated, in my opinion, until he faced Joseph Parker.
He's becoming a bit of a giant killer, Joseph Parker, really, isn't he?
He really has. And I've got to give
Daniel Dubois next on the list for him? Yeah.
It's a potential, potentially. I just got to give.
Aware of the tough challenge both men face, predicts a hard fight for Dubois. Though he slightly favors Dubois, White warns that Parker's skill and movement could create big problems. He highlights the fight's unpredictability, noting that both fighters have the tools to walk away with the win. Interview 19.
That's a tough fight, man. It's a tough fight. Credit to Daniel. Daniel just fight. He just said, if you want to go now, we can go. That's it. That's what he said. If you want to go, we can go. Bring him on. Daniel is doing amazing.
Drawing comparisons to Alexander Usyk's success against Dubois, some believe Parker can use similar movement and agility to frustrate the British powerhouse. They argue that Parker's ability to box on the move will help him wear down Dubois and control the fight. While avoiding a direct prediction, they emphasize the high stakes and excitement, as both fighters bring unique strengths to this intense showdown. Dave Coldwell, who works closely with Parker, has no doubts about his fighter's ability.
Can do to take advantage, perhaps maybe of Dubois' overconfidence coming into this fight? What do you think that he could do to mentally prepare so he could take that win?
Well, I don't think he's overconfident, man. All this press conference, all this, this is just talk. This is for you guys. You know, they're fighters. They're world champions. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. Don't let these words fool you. You know, they win world titles for a reason, and Parker's been there too. You know, I feel like this fight we're going to be the best. We're going to see the best version of both of them. So it's exciting.
Dave Coldwell, who works closely with Parker, has no doubts about his fighter's abilities. Coldwell believes Parker's skill set and experience will give him the upper hand against Dubois, who he sees as overly reliant on power. He is confident that Parker's intelligence and technical skills will be the deciding factors in this fight.
Parker Dubois. I fancy Parker is not an underdog in this fight. Everyone makes out as though he's a massive underdog. I'm not saying Dubois can't beat him or isn't going to beat him, but I'm saying what I can see so many ways how so many assets that Parker has that can cause Dubois a lot of problems. And if
the predictions surrounding this fight are varied and fascinating. Anthonyjoshua's backing of Parker reflects his own experiences in the heavyweight division and hints at how this fight could shape the future of the title scene. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.